Good day, class. Now we are in the lesson 2 of our module. I will now discuss the two topics pertaining to the users of accounting information and the objective of financial statements. I am Maria Angelica Sunga, your subject instructor. Now let's proceed to the users of accounting information. Users of accounting information such as investors, employees, lenders, suppliers, and other trade creditors, customers, government and its agencies, and public are the so-called the decision makers who needs information or accounting information. So the more important the decision is, the greater is the need for a reliable accounting information. So the more crucial decision process is, the more reliable the accounting information must be. Okay? So mas kailangan natin or mas relevant yung decision na gagawin natin for the operation of the business. It requires you to have an accurate, appropriate, and of course, reliable accounting information. So who are these users of accounting information in particular? So first, let us discuss the investors. So when we say investors, this is pertaining to an entity or an individual who commits to put his or her money with the expectation to earn profit. And why do they need the accounting information, as they are the ones who put capital into the business that will be used in the operation of the business, and of course with the expectation to earn profit? Why do they need the accounting information? So they need information to help them determine whether they should buy, hold, or sell. Say for an example, your company would like to invest into another corporation from which our company is interested in buying stocks. Bibili tayo ng stocks from another corporation. So before you buy stocks from that corporation or another corporation, you have to do some research. And part of that research is asking for an accounting information about that particular corporation where you are interested to invest with. So in that sense, you would like or you would do some research which requires you to have the accounting information about that corporation, from which para makita mo, you will look if maganda ba yung performance, financial performance ng corporation na yon, kumikita ba o hindi. Then, marami ba itong utang, pagkakautang, masyado bang marami lumalabas na pera sa kanilang sa corporation nila, or mas lamang yung pagmamay-ari nila or yung assets nila kumpara doon sa kanilang pagkakautang, or hindi masyadong maraming utang nung corporation na yon. In that sense kasi, that will lead you to make a good decision if whether you're going to buy or not specific number of stocks from that corporation. And that's an application of how accounting information is being useful for the investors. Another another user of accounting information is the employee. So, the employees pertain to a person or persons employed to contribute to the business operation in exchange for wages or salary and other benefits. So, how they will benefit from the accounting information? So, they are interested in the information or accounting information, to be particular, about the stability and profitability of their employers. So they are also interested in information which enables them to assess the ability of the enterprise to provide remuneration, retirement benefits, and employment opportunities. So they would like to see from the standing, economic standing, the financial standing of the business or of the organization, if they are capable of paying the salaries or wages of the employees. If maraming magre-retire, maraming magre-retire na employees for this year, they have to know if the business is capable of paying the retirement pays. Or another if capable ba yung business na to na bayaran yung mga benefits na dapat tanggapin ng mga empleyado. And of course, if they with the financial standing of this business, lalo na kung kayo ay interesado pa lang na mag-apply, maganda rin na alamin ninyo kung ano yung financial standing ng ng isang ng isang business para malaman ninyo if they could provide several opportunities for you. Kasi kung hindi masyadong maganda yung financial standing ng isang business, probably they do not have that fund para mapadala kayo sa mga seminars, sa mga trainings, na kung saan mas madadagdagan yung kaalaman ninyo, and with that greater knowledge could give you wider opportunities, 'di ba? Or greater opportunities in the future. So, ganun kahalaga yung accounting information for the employees para malaman kung mababayaran ba sila ng sweldo, magkakaroon ba sila ng increase, kasi kapag hindi naman masyadong kumikita yung negosyo, probably hindi rin madadagdagan ng sweldo. Kung makikita din natin kung kumikita ba o hindi ang ating negosyo, yung negosyo kung saan kayo mag-a-apply or kung saan kayo nagtatrabaho, makikita nyo din kung capable yung business na yun na bayaran yung retirement pays ninyo, and at the same time kung mabibigyan ba kayo ng ibang benefit. Okay? So, another is the lenders. When we say lenders, this is a person or an entity, public or private, which makes funds available for borrowing by another person or entity with the expectation that it will be returned with certain interest. Nagpapautang. Kung kayo ay nagpapautang, paano kayo magbe-benefit or paano kayo magbe-benefit doon sa accounting information? Simply, you are interested in the accounting information which will enable you to determine whether their loans and the related interest will be paid when due. In the subject credit and collection, it will be discussed that part of lending or borrowing or letting other person or other entity to borrow money from your business or from you as an individual is doing a background investigation regarding that person or that entity. And part of that investigation or research is knowing their capacity, the 5 C's, 'di ba, in credit and collection. So, kailangan ma-identify mo din if they are capable of paying their loans and with the corresponding interest with the loan. 'Di ba? Kung kaya ba nilang magbayad. And you can be able to see that by means of looking into their financial or accounting information. Kung business yan, hihingi ka ng accounting information by means of looking onto their financial statements. Makikita ninyo sa income statement, kumikita pa ba o hindi. Kung hindi kumikita, then how they are going to pay their loan with the interest. Baka naman mas marami na ang pagkakautang niya by means of looking into the statement of financial position. Baka mas marami na yung liabilities niya kumpara sa assets niya. Then you have to question question yourself if they are capable of paying their liability if they're going to make loans in your business. So as a lender, you have to make a research, and part of that research or background investigation is by looking onto the accounting information of the borrower. Okay? Dun sa borrower na yun. Titingnan mo kung kumikita pa ba yung business na yun, or kung individual yan, titingnan mo kung mas malaki na ba ang pagkakautang niya o kaysa dun sa kinikita niya as an individual. Okay? Another is the suppliers and other credit or other trade creditors. This is pertaining to an entity or a supplier who has sent a business entity goods or supplied it with services who the business haven't yet paid. Kung kanina sa lenders, we are dealing with borrowing of cash or money, but here in the suppliers and other trade creditors, nangungutang tayo ng serbisyo or ng supplies or ng goods na kakailanganin natin doon sa negosyo or doon sa organization natin. Halimbawa, may suppliers yung business natin ng mga office supplies. So, sometimes or most of the time, hindi natin siya binabayaran agad-agad. Ginagawa natin, utang muna, then next month or or next year saka siya babayaran. So, ikaw bilang supplier or other trade creditor, you have to make sure that you will do another, again, a research or a background investigation if that entity or if that person is capable of paying your business. Kaya ba magbayad kasama ng interes kung sakali kung may interes? Kaya niya ba even in a given period of time? Because time is very important when you are borrowing money and when you are allowing another entity or another person to lend money from your business or from you as an individual. 'Di ba? Hindi lang money, syempre, yung goods and services, may mga corresponding value yun. 'Di ba? Mahalaga yung panahon na dapat bayaran nila yung kanilang pagkakautang sa ating negosyo. Part of it is by looking onto the accounting information. And accounting information is being helpful to suppliers and other trade creditors as it enables them to determine whether the amounts of the particular goods or supplies and services owing to them will be paid when due. Makikita natin kung kakayanin ba nilang bayaran doon sa sinet nating period of time yung pagkakautang nila sa atin na goods or services. So that is how accounting information could help us see if the borrower is capable of paying their debt. Another is what we call as the customers. Bakit nga ba beneficial ang accounting information or useful yung accounting information to the customers? First, when we say customers, this is a person or an entity who buys goods or services from another person or entity in exchange for cash or other means of payment. Maaari niyan ay utang muna or cash equivalents or other means for us to pay the goods and services that we procure or acquire from that person or from that entity. So, paano nga ba naging useful ang accounting information sa mga customers? So, they are interested with the accounting information about the continuance of an enterprise, especially when they have a long-term involvement with or are dependent on the enterprise. So, it is necessary or very necessary for us as customer to identify what is the accounting information or to look onto the accounting information of that enterprise where we dependently buy or purchase the goods that we need as an individual or as a business. Lalo na kung business ka. Halimbawa, nasa construction ka and you often you have you have a particular hardware store kung saan doon ka talaga bumibili lagi. And it is very important for you to see if that business is having a good financial performance, kung kumikita ba o hindi. Kasi kung sakali na makikita mo na, ay parang hindi na to kumikita kasi parang yung mga supplies na kailangan ko para sa business ko, parang wala naman madalas dito. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan ko na siguro magpalit ng supplier or ng kung saan ako pwedeng bumili ng goods na ito or ng supply na to, na kung saan kasi para hindi magkaroon ng stoppage or hindi ma-delay yung pinapagawa sa akin sa site kasi nakukulangan tayo ng supplies, 'di ba? So, ang gagawin mo, you have to look onto the financial performance or standing of that business kasi parang hindi na sila masyadong nag-a-update ng kanilang stock. So, kapag kailangan mo, wala. So, hindi pa pwede na wala lagi kasi madedelay yung trabaho mo naman or yung operation ng business mo. So, therefore, by means of looking onto the accounting information, hindi mo naman hihingiin yung financial statement nila. You can see to it na parang hindi na ata kumikita itong business na ito. So, therefore, you have to look for another store or other entity na kung saan maaari ka makabili ng supplies or ng stocks na kailangan mo sa business mo, na kung saan hindi ma-delay yung operation ng iyong business. So, that is how accounting information is important to you as customer. Okay? Lalo na kung nagkaroon ka na ng long-term involvement or naging dependent ka na dun sa enterprise na yun kasi yung mga pinakakailangan mo sa business mo ay doon mo binibili at kadalasan doon sa store na pinagbibilhan mo ay hindi na nga nag-a-update ng stocks. Syempre siguro dahil siguro dahil nga hindi na kumikita, wala nang pambili ng inventories or ng stocks nila. So therefore, you have to look for another store where you can have your stocks or you can buy the supplies that you regularly need sa business mo. Okay? Another, government and their agencies. So they are interested in the allocation of resources and therefore the activities of the enterprises. So they also require information in order to regulate the activities of the enterprises. So determine taxation policies and as the basis for national income and similar statistics. So the best example for the government and their agencies is the BIR. So Bureau of Internal Revenue. So they do ask for the accounting information about a particular business, pati sa mga tao na employed, private or government, kasi tax na tinatax yon yung income na yon. So it's either that income tax is taxable. So therefore, kailangan na monitor ng BIR kung magkano yung itatax sa business na yon or sa individual na yon sa kinikita nila, nakabase yun doon. So the taxes will be used for the construction of the building or public facilities, for the bridges, for the streets, 'di ba? Ginagamit 'yun para sa construction or sa pangangailangan ng public, ng komunidad, 'di ba? So doon kinukuha 'yon. So therefore, it is necessary for the government and their agencies to look onto the accounting information of an individual's income and at the same time the income of a business or an entity for them to know or identify how much will be taxed to the income, 'di ba? Doon sa income ng business, sa income ng individual. So that's the importance of uh, of looking onto the financial or accounting information of an entity or of an individual. Kahit hindi ka business, as an individual na nagtatrabaho, you should prepare your accounting information that is a reliable and accurate one and correct, 'di ba? Yung tama. Hindi yung magde-declare tayo ng income natin which is not the true income of our business or of ourself as an individual earner, 'di ba? So dapat we have to declare it na yung totoo talaga kung magkano yung income kasi doon ibabase kung magkano yung itatax sa atin or kukunin sa atin ng government doon sa income natin. So we have to be true in the declaration of our income. So, yun kasi ay gagamitin for the public, o, 'di ba? For the public use. So, lahat naman tayo ay makikinabang doon. Okay? So, another is the public. So, how do the public can benefit from the accounting information? So, enterprises affect members of the public in a variety of ways. So, for example, the enterprises may make a substantial contribution to the local economy in many ways, including the number of people they employ, their patronage of local suppliers. So, financial statements may assist the public by providing information about the trends and recent developments in the prosperity of the enterprise and the range of its activities. So, say for example, kayo as students, kailangan nyo ng accounting information or kailangan nyo ng example which refers to the financial statements or the preparation of the financial statements. So, kailangan nyo ng actual or yung actual application of the preparation of the financial statement. So, you can see that by means of the financial statements prepared by the enterprises already which were posted in the internet or from the book, 'di ba? So that is the importance of the accounting information which is readily available for the public, 'di ba? Ginagamit natin siya. Say for example, I ask you to kindly look for an example of income statement by a particular business. So, nakakakuha tayo ng ganyan sa internet, sa libro. And another, ano pa ba, na kung saan nagagamit natin siya for us to have knowledge about the financial statements or accounting information of a particular enterprise. So, why do the politicians have to declare their salin. In their salin, there's assets, liabilities, and net worth. But kailangan ba nilang i-ano yun? Kailangan nilang i-disclose sa public for we to be able to become aware if they are living in a grandiose way. Baka sobra namang marangya yung pamumuhay na ginagawa nila. So we aware kasi magkano ba sinisweldo nila? Doon sa sinisweldo nila, sakto ba na ganito talaga yung salin nila, yung assets, liabilities, and net worth nila? So, baka hindi accurate yon or hindi siya ganun ka-appropriate yung kinikita nila or yung sinisweldo nila as politician doon sa dineclare nilang asset or pagmamayari nila. So, doon nakikita din natin kung minsan may discrepancies. Okay? So, that's the importance of having the accounting information to this particular users. So now let us proceed. So now let's proceed with the objective of the financial statements. So for the objective of the financial statements, we are going to deal with these three: financial possession, the financial performance, and the changes in financial possession. So first, let's deal with the financial possession. So we can be able to achieve the objective of the financial statements, which is referring to identifying the financial possession or financial standing of the business entity by means of the preparation of a particular financial statement, which is the statement of financial possession or the balance sheet. So from the words itself, financial possession, so we can be able to achieve or to see the financial standing of a business by means of seeing into its balance sheet. If looking onto the asset, liabilities, and owner's equity of the business. So by means of the preparation of the statement of financial possession, we can be able to see kung ang business po ba natin ay mas marami ang pagmamay-ari kesa sa pagkakautang. And we can be able to see kung masyado na bang madami ang withdrawals at baka kaunti na lang ang pera na natitira sa ating negosyo or sa ating business. Okay? So we can be able to do something about it in later on. So we can be able to make decision for we to be able to improve the financial standing of our business. So pag nakita natin, okay pa yung assets natin kasi mas marami pa yung assets kumpara sa ating liabilities. In that sense, our assets is still capable of paying its liabilities, or let's just say by means of the computation of the financial ratios. So we can be able to see by means of computing for the current ratios or liquidity ratio, we can be able to see by means of looking onto the statement of financial possession if our assets is still greater than our current liabilities. In doing so, we can be able to see also if yung business natin is capable of paying its current liabilities by means of using its current assets. So that is the importance of the preparation of a particular financial statement, which is a statement of financial possession, for we to be able to see the financial status, financial standing, or financial possession of the business or of the business entity. Okay, another is what we call as the financial performance. So, for me to be able to come up in looking onto the financial performance of the business or the entity by means of the preparation of the financial statement, income statement, makikita natin doon yung financial performance by means of looking into your net income or net loss. Pag kumita, maganda. Pag nalugi, syempre, hindi maganda. Yun nga lang, kaya nga sinasabi natin that it would be always better or good if we are going to record accurately and properly, because that will be our basis for we to prepare the different financial statements like the what I have mentioned earlier, statement of financial possession and the income statement. Bakit mahalaga? Kasi kapag mali ang nai-record natin, we could come up into an incorrect financial statement, particularly the income statement. What if, dahil mali ang na-record mo nung umpisa, ang lumabas may kinita ka, pero sa totoo talaga, wala kang kinita. And you tend to become complacent. nakontento ka sa, ay kumikita naman pala ako eh, di okay na yan, sige continue lang kung ano nangyayari sa operation ng business natin. Which is wrong, mali pala. So, you have been complacent, naging kontento ka, then therefore, you did not do something to improve the operation of the business. Kasi nga, akala mo kumikita ka. Eh, hindi ka naman pala na kumikita. So, therefore, you have to come up into a correct preparation of financial statement, particularly income statement, to see if kung kumikita ka pa ba o hindi. Kung hindi ka na kumikita, then that is the reality that you have to embrace and you have to do something about it. You have to mitigate out of the problem, out of the reality, na kung saan nag-come up ka doon sa income statement na yon. So, kung nalugi ka, you have to do something about it. You have to do or to make decision for you to be able to improve the financial standing or financial position of the business of yours, balik tayo sa financial position, for you to be able to come up into having a net income in the future or in the future para hindi na tayo malugi pa. 'Di ba? So magagawa natin siya ng paraan. Paakyat na tayo kung bumagsak man tayo, at least magagawa natin ng paraan paunti-unti upang magkaroon na tayo ng net income. Okay? So pag sinabi nating financial performance by means of the preparation of the financial statements, we could be able to see kung kumikita ba or hindi ang ating business. So we can be able to come up into a good decision na kung saan mas mapapaganda pa natin kung ano yung financial standing or kung ano yung performance ng ating negosyo para makita natin para ma-improve natin yung kinikita pa ng ating negosyo. And last one, the changes in financial position could be referring into your owner's equity. The statement of changes in owner's equity for you to be able if there are too much withdrawals from the money of the business. Okay? So financial statements should meet the common needs of most users. However, financial statements do not provide all the information that users may need to make economic decisions. Why? Since they largely portray the financial effects of past events, so historical basis nga tayo, and do not necessarily provide non-financial information. So I think that's it already for the discussion of the objective of the financial statements. Images included in this presentation is taken from the Google. So are taken from the Google. So I think that's all already. Thank you for listening to our class. Goodbye.